necessary.
I think the shift towards that focus in the early game and just doing well in the lanes is definitely the right approach here. Again, VP's lineup though, it's really hard to put in game, especially if G gets a good start. X-Class Invoker is going to be likely top 3 net worth throughout the entire game. That's going to be hard for Na'Vi to push to again. The Empower potential and the EMP potential with the Tornado is so scary on heroes like Undying and Darkseer, who's so reliant on that mana.
Oh yeah, even Soniko, little support Soniko, he gets hit by that, and next thing you know, your Lena's not going to be able to offer her Laguna at all, or much of her combo to begin with. I would say every hero on Na'Vi actually is pretty weak to her with boss, except Shadow Fiend. Yeah. And the Invoker just kind of fills that spot nicely, where he's even range, he's got quick attack speed, if necessary, to bring down something like a Tombstone. I mean, it's hard to fault Virtus.Pro in the draft they have so far, but maybe the Spirit of Na'Vi will be strong enough to carry them into a victory here, because they will need it. It's game number 2 now of Na'Vi going against Virtus.Pro. Virtus.Pro take this series 2-0. They have secured their spot going to the LAN final in Belarus, and Na'Vi will have to work their way through a last chance 4-team bracket, which I don't think any of these teams want to have to do. So Na'Vi will need to get a win here and next if they want to be able to get the straight invite to the LAN. So as things begin already, we got to find out which team might have the better level 1, and it looks like they both feel pretty confident here. Split up is going to be Virtus.Pro, and they may need to pull off, and it looks like they will. This will secure Dendi the top rune. Bottom one is going to be snagged up from DK Phobos. Almost was a 2-rune grab there from Na'Vi, but the Brood was able to kind of pick it up for himself.
Of course, he did take a lot of collateral damage for it. Life points went down, but he'll be regen up quite decently with this. He actually picked up the Ring of Regen right away because of the bounty rune. How nice is that?
Very nice. Well, they got the lane matchup they're asking for. You know, they put Darkseer in the bottom lane, as expected, or at least as they expected. It is going to be Broodmother as his opponent, and they'll be able to kind of have a strong start, but it looks like they are even going to rotate over that early heal bomb here. Lil has been flirting, and you know, Akmo could get caught out very quickly. It's going to be a slow start for Phobos, though. He needs to get that level 3 before he can feel a bit more comfortable, and obviously if you get that soul ring, things become a lot easier. But Akmo needs to be careful as well. Now he sees that Lil is going to be nearby, and things might not be as easy as he expected.
Akmo is actually pretty okay for at least until Broodmother's. Other links don't really put pressure on here, especially Shell, and of course we have this problem where you can't heal bomb the Darkseer to drop half his life points right away, then probably gonna just die to the Shell. So they really have to be wary on both sides. In the meantime, the dual lane at mid is still coming in strong.
Yeah, it's so much that, you know, already Na'Vi have recognized that Silence alone top lane. They tried their best to bully him back with the Undying here, because this, I mean, this is like I say, like if you look at Na'Vi's side, if this was a pub and I didn't know who they were, I thought they were mid laners fighting over the mid lane. Like, it just, it's like no one wants to give up their dignity to just step off and not hand the lane over. But it's Soniko trying his best using that crazy long range of Lina, poking him back. And obviously we know Bane is one of the best mid lane contenders as it stands. So Dendi going to get cold snapped a bit here on the way back, and looking to intercept FNG. Not going to get close enough for a Nightmare or any sort of sap damage. So they continue to go back and forth, and Soniko will do the job making the stacks here on the side for your Shadow Fiend. Nothing too surprising about that, but
that was actually really close. If the cold snap instance procced once more on Dendi, he would have been frozen there for like half a second. Allowed FNG to sleep him for 80 more damage, coming out it's pure damage by the way on Nightmare. Probably finish him off. But the situation holds that it doesn't happen that way.
And we still will wait for our first blood, but G 7 and OCS now. Dendi's still strong and out in front at 10 and 3 here. We'll eat another cold snap, just a little bit of trading back and forth. They are going to be forced to split the XP. Dendi very low here. FNG wanted to creep in. They changed targets here. Sidestep of the raise. Dendi is salving up, and it looks like Sonika will be able to get off the LSA. But it is just getting very hot here in the mid lane. Both teams, you know, looking to get any sort of solo XP. They want to ensure that they get the most CS as possible. But there's a problem brewing here, possibly in the bottom lane, though. Clairvoyance, Axmo's starting to get taken advantage of ever since Dazzle showed up. He is now stuck at 3 CS. Brood is 16 and 6, and is just look at this sitting behind the tower. The disrespect.
Yeah, so
he's taking over this lane.
When Broodmother hits 3, this is what you can expect, especially with a Dazzle being around the area. You creep wave, and if Dazzle's here, of course, because of the heal bomb potential, the Darkseer can just die. You can't actually show these creeps either, because Broodmother will kill him fast.
And I don't remember.
One of the broodlings. That's a nice move.
Oh yeah, that's when you have to test the player's micro. And he's like,
I
gotta get that one guy out of there. I know Phobos doesn't like it. It's like, yeah, he's a pretty good micro player, but you don't want to have to be tested every time. So Axmo's just trying to be cheeky. I don't remember. I'm sure he started off this laning stage with the help of a Sentry Ward, I imagine. But I guess with Lil being around, he probably got the Sentry Ward down. And poor Darkseer now is just kind of stuck in the dark. And this is where Sonico may have to come into play. He doesn't personally hold a Sentry himself, though, so there might not be any problems here for DK Phobos in the near future. In fact, it's good enough that Dazzle's already going to be rotating out and heading towards the top lane. Silent needs that extra bit of help. He goes down. It's a nice catch there for Artstyle. Undying is able to charge in with the help of Ditya. They're able to get the grab, and they might get another here. Another power shot to fly through. This time Lil still holds the grave and looks like we'll be fine.
Yeah, it was somewhat of it seemed like for a moment there. I think Artstyle, if he decided to not back so far out, he might have been able to right-click Dazzle and force out a grave or something, but now Ditya, he might be in trouble.
FNG comes in from behind. He has the DD, so he wants to soften him up a bit, but oh, the juking and jiving from Ditya. He hides himself within the brief bit of fog and will not be put to sleep here from FNG. Nice little moves right there.
Wow, I think FNG actually screwed that up a bit. He definitely should have anticipated. If he walked any way towards the right side, he would have gotten fogged, and sure enough, he actually walked toward.
I like your hair, Lena.
Mistake, but again, Ditya did recognize the situation and play that best he could.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you want to try to be as efficient as possible. It's like, if I can get maybe 2 right clicks with his DD, it will secure the kill for sure. But because he took the time to get those auto attacks off, and as you said, wasn't in a great position, the opportunity will leave. And we will still see action top lane. They're making a move here. Backup's going to be coming from both sides, though, as they make their advancement onto Silent. Lil shows up. And who's coming in from behind? It's going to be Artstyle now. Starts dishing out those flesh stacks. Meanwhile, Sonico is going to be going down, but we'll keep action here as Artstyle starting to get a lot of damage from the Rocket Barrage, looking to make it away. And it looks like he will be able to make it out safe and sound here. But on the up and above, yeah, Sonico is going to be the one casualty here for Na'Vi.
And in the meantime, DK Phobos actually gets another solo kill on Axmo. He's going in again. Axmo is going to have to surge out of this one. He is putting on so much pressure against the Darkseer. Just a little bit of Dazzle help early on.
This is a big problem. 34 and 6. And Darkseer at 15, you know, maybe has had the benefit of a couple extra Spiderling kills, but that is not enough. Here, this Broodling, it looks like he's going right for an Orchid, the double Sobi mask, if you will, there, Claire. But, you know, I don't know. And now a tower. Na'Vi are just like, we don't want to have to deal with this lane right now. They're trying to treat it like people used to treat techies. It's just like, just avoid it. The problem may go away in itself, but I don't know if you can do that with a Broodling all the time.
No, the problem grows, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he's gonna... Oh, that was still a nice kill. Yeah, he got some spiders out of it. I was thinking maybe Dendi would C-raise faster, and that would have been a huge load of gold.
Been a little bit of a struggle for Silent this game. He's 1-1, did drop that first blood, but he's back now. He has FNG by his side here. Nice stacks to work through, and Ditya does have to play this one a bit cautiously on that side. And uh-oh, mid lane, they're making a move for G. A Tombstone committed for it. Lil quickly gets the turnaround here, an early cold snap, and now they're going to get an extra bit of gold. Oh, Soul Rip not coming in time. I don't think it would have mattered nonetheless, as they're going to secure themselves an extra 100 gold. So that's a Na'Vi attempted gank, and all that came out of it was Virtus.Pro getting an extra 100 gold.
Na'Vi, of course, I think Artstyle did use his TP there as well, and in the Ditya, I think he's going to get run down. Yeah, this is the problem. Even with Wind Ranger, Wind Run and all these things, you can't really survive it. Too much damage.
Oh, Dendi! Okay, at that same moment, mid lane, you know, a tornado attempted EMP, but Dendi sidestepped the other direction, was able to get the turnaround, a nice raise connected, and G was not able to survive. A nice turnaround for them, a needed one, but still, every time I help myself to this bottom lane, I just can't help but feel a bit icky. It's still Broodmother, still a problem. Already has an Oblivion Staff, almost has the second one complete. The jungle is now hers. Na'Vi need a serious exterminator here. Oh, they're looking to sweep in. Oh, they heal!
My gosh,
ow, they heal! Oh, Dendi's dead. Oh my god. The spider's a problem.
Yeah, that's not fair, man. That is not fair.
Oh, and right at that moment we catch just the end right there. Silence able to make the move onto Artstyle, and the Undying goes down. Uh-oh. Na'Vi pulling everything together here at the top lane. And look at that! A snipe kill right there for Sonico. Connects with the Dragon Slave, and at least they'll get Silent down. Silent is just around that 1 second too long. And Na'Vi able to get a small punish there, but I don't know. This is looking like another tough test for Na'Vi even in game 2.
Oh, looks like the core is coming in from Dendi at the mid here.
EMP, and Dendi's able to sidestep it. Nice, 2-man connection, but they did get the tornado off. Laguna's going to go out, but quickly canceled out with the wave. They put Dendi to sleep, so he's not off. He's not there to offer any sort of assistance. And both teams will kind of just go back to a bit of a stalemate here. So it's very, very touch and go here. Both teams really getting hot and heavy. I think Na'Vi almost getting, I want to say, more aggressive than they should be, or should they be this aggressive player at this point in time? And where should their attention be? I mean, you want to initially say that maybe they should put some attention towards this bottom lane, but do they really have a say in the matter at all? And
honestly, I think most of their attention should be top right now. Just let bottom go, let Darkseer Iron Shell the best. Speaking of bottom, he caught way out in Nowhere's Land.
Guess trying to do one of those very deep wards that proved out so well in game 1. This time, I mean, they have a ward down right here, so he gets one down, but obviously he will lose his own life. Looks like he got a sentry down on the high ground. I don't think that blocks the camp, right? I'm not sure, but we'll see. In the meantime, though, Na'Vi are able to get themselves another kill, but the Broodmother now has an Orchid. Anyone coming bottom lane better be prepared.
Arsenal is still dead.
They sweep in, they get the quick undying kill, they want more, they want to get a hold of Ditya, and G connects with a tornado, looks to body block him from the front, sets up Silent with a good rocket barrage here. Dendi shows up, and FNG puts him right to sleep. Now, they don't want to make a go between the three of them on Dendi, they don't have enough ready yet. They don't want to get caught out with any bad raises, but still, big fight for Virtus.Pro. Still DK Phobos doing work here on the bottom lane all the meanwhile.
Dendi walking into the woods here is not the right idea, I don't think.
He should know there were still 3 members over there. Nice in time with the sleep and then the EMP. Artstyle is going to be forced to show up as the paramedic here gets a nice heal off. Going for tornado snipe, not going to be able to connect onto Dendi. He is hit with the urn, and he is barely alive, but he will stay alive as he whippers his way all the way back to the base here. Na'Vi still hold this top lane. This is all space, of course, for that DK Phobos Broodmother now in the bottom lane. I mean, how many TPs did they bring to the top lane, and do they have anyone to assist bottom now? I mean, I don't think DK Phobos might just be able to take this over. Well, Sonico's around, but he can't get close to die. Oh, man.
He's already got the Orchids. Now he's pressuring the tower, and of course, poor little Sonico. I think he recognizes that Phobos has the Orchids, so he probably can't walk up. In the meantime, top lane again.
Yep, they're just bull rushing forward. They get that first takedown of Artstyle here. Sonico gets in time for the Laguna, gets put to sleep in the grave, comes out to keep Silent alive. That tower almost takes him down, but they get him. The power shot connection from Ditya Rod's going to be enough to drop Silent, and now Dendi rushing forward, tries to dish off the raises, but Virtus.Pro are able to make themselves out. But Clairvoyance, look at the bottom lane. Look at the spider. She's in the freaking base. Yeah, she's attacking tier 3. Get there, Na'Vi.
Hitting tier 3s already, man. And nobody in sight.
Like, you gotta be freaking kidding me here. He's stumbling up, and it's just alright. The damage is getting done. This tier 3 is almost down to half of its life. That's gotta be so disheartening right now for Na'Vi.
Can I say tier 3 is getting hit? In the meantime, tier 1s at mid haven't gone down, or nor at top.
Oh, Sonico.
Solo kill maybe.
Nah, he's gonna step back. Doesn't know, and you know, wagers that maybe TPs are coming in, which he is correct about. And look at this, Phobos has stepped away from Mother's home on the bottom lane, comes, peeks in mid lane, and says, I don't like it. Heads all the way back to the bottom. Oh, where Axmo is, which we, you know, he's been, I mean, poor Axmo here on the Darkseer. I mean, because of the struggle that's happened there in the bottom lane, he has really been a non-factor this game. I was gonna say I haven't seen a vacuum wall, but that's because he doesn't have wall yet. Clairvoyance, he hasn't been able to level it up. He's still trying to get the catch-up levels on the like vacuum first, but he needs more time, and there's just not going to be the time for him. I mean, I guess by the time he has it, he's going to need it because high ground defense is going to be in order here for Na'Vi.
He's struggling this game, and I just wanted to go back to what happened at mid with G using his combo with the tornado as well as the EMP. He didn't commit the urn. He didn't invoke up the plus with the cold snap. I think VP actually recognized that Na'Vi, they like to TP react a lot. And I'm going to go so far to say that they're doing some of these things to specifically bait it out. In case This is a really, really brilliant strategic move. Not only do they lose nothing but like a little bit of mana and some, but they force a whole bunch of TPs and have all of these heroes on Na'Vi that can't react, and now they just got double Cyclone double.
Oh, and they might be in a bit of a bad position here. EMP, I love that they're able to just easily sidestep. They're going to force Na'Vi away from their precious Tombstone. And they're just so disoriented, they're going to have to just move back as a group. And you're right, I mean, it just seems like Virtus.Pro are easily able to dictate where the fight's going to be and, at their will. They'll just pinch and poke here, play with the bear a bit of Na'Vi, and they know that he'll react and put themselves all into one fight. And next thing you know, you got a spider creeping into your base, and they go, take advantage of that. They're going to come in elsewhere and get a pick off on a lone support. And for Na'Vi, they need to try to find themselves 2 steps ahead of that, but I don't foresee it happening soon. What is the follow-up here for Na'Vi to come back into this one? Dendi has a Sange, so he's kind of at least got more health to survive, but no damage is really going to be coming out from their team. Look at Ditya, still has just boots, bottle, and a wand. Yeah, I mean, he's holding about 2k of gold.
I think he's going to go for Blink and just try to play this 2-3 position. Blink, Shackle, Luna type of thing, but is it enough at bottom lane?
Yeah, they just throw out a long ball tornado, get the catch, and Darkseer has no chance at all. He's down. He does have a buyback here. Dendi going to be caught with a Fiend's Grip. EMP is already going to be on the mark, and Dendi's going to be taken out of the fight. Laguna, though, onto FNG. Gets alive with the help of the Brain Step. They're able to step forward and raise down G at this point. And Virtus.Pro are like, okay, maybe we can't do this fight without all of our team. They try to go in as like a 3-man hit squad. They end up taking down 2, though, so it's a worthy mission, I suppose. But without having the Dazzle around, and of course without having Silence Gyrocopter, the fight isn't as easy as they'd hoped for.
Yeah, Silent was like the stacking / farming agents in the time, and a little bit miscoordination coming out of VP. Of course, they dove pretty that kill, but they knew they could get it with the Orchid, so at least they committed for it. And
nice quick cancel. Dendi, he needs more. He's not gonna get it. He's gonna go down. Phobos comes out and just ruins his day. Dendi is out 40 seconds, no buyback. Virtus.Pro might be able to just kind of press themselves into this bottom lane. It looks like they're just doing with all lanes. I didn't even notice, but they have not even really touched top tier 1. Silent's finally doing work on it now, but it just has not been necessary to this point. Silent just been farming up that top lane in jungle, and we know what DKFOs has been doing on the other part of the map. Really, Na'Vi just kind of getting spread thin at this point.
It's just a really tough situation, especially for Axmal here. Gonna keep trying to shell out the wave, but not enough. Phobos does not only too much damage, has the 300 damage, execute on the spawn spiderlings, and there you go. Keeps doing the same thing, rinse, lather, repeat at bottom. They're just holding 100% map control here. I think they always need Dendi, Axmal bottom here just to deal with the spider push. And of course they'll lose out on the other parts of the map because they're investing cores to deal with the Broodmother, overfarm Broodmother, but I'm not sure if they have alternative.
Phobos does eat a raise on the way over. Yeah, notices that Dendi kind of looks at him. Yeah, and it's like those little reads just give so much bits of information. As DKFOs rushes by and sees that Dendi's trying to turn towards him with an auto attack, it's like, okay, there's a sentry up there. Lesson learned. I'm not going to go there again. I'm going to pass that info along to FNG/Lil, and they'll be able to take care of it. I mean, all the meanwhile, they obviously have, thanks to someone like DKFOs, space has been put out so that they can easily get up this Roche. Silent now has his Aegis, and as soon as he's able to finish out what looks like, does he have the full thing? Well, he has the Yasha, it looks like. BKB's also on the way. I think that's all VP could really ask for at this point, and they might be able to close this game out sooner than later.
Look at the look at his inventory.
Let's see, what's this guy got? That's a Shadow Blade. Okay.
And that's a gem as well. You don't see
that every day.
This is their comeback. Yeah. Putting all their marbles on this guy. If he can find the Broodmother, they get a huge kill and then finally able to push out the lanes. Even then, they're still going up against the Aegis Gyrocopter, sure. Without taking the fight, they need some map control and they need to kill the Broodmother.
Wind Ranger Extermination Service. This is the test for it. They see each other. He's going for the Shackle, and they're going to get it here possibly. Oh, Laguna, and the power shot's going to be enough. So, hey, Shadowblade Gem gets him a little bit of loving right there. 781 bounty gold from that. Plus, I'm sure just some additional net worth for being so far behind. And it looks like just that kill is nearly a 2k gold swing.
Radiant's top tower again, it was pretty much the setup for their comeback mechanic. Finally able to walk up the lanes a little bit, and they're gonna try to. No, this TP at top would have been absolutely asinine.
It was Sonico too. I'm like, dude, are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah. He was rocket barrage, literally.
Navi may be in trouble mid lane here. What a tornado!
He can't lose
that was a nice catch. EMP with the Phoenix grip. He's going down, and that gem is going down with them. And geez, thank you very much. I'll take that. And they're not going to be able to get this tier 1 mid lane. Man, what a tornado! He just predicted that easy movement out.
Yeah, that was definitely a nice tornado there, but honestly, I'm surprised that they went for that in the first place. They should realize against the Aegis and the fact that they lost tier 1. Now they don't have vision. They don't know where all the heroes of VP are. They can't go for any aggressive moves, even with Broodmother being down. And I guess with Brood being down, that it's like their best chance kind of thing. But no, they don't have too many options right now. They just have to wait until see some of the long-range playmakers like the Emperor and Bane, and might even have to wait for the Broodmother to come back and bolster herself, her or something. That tier 1 is absolutely a no-no right now. So he might die.
He just runs in there. G has no respect right now for that Lina and just shows up and just starts to put a world of hurt onto her. Not enough to take her down, obviously, but does force out a mech, force out some cautious play here, including a tombstone from Na'Vi. Virtus.Pro just happy to continue to do those kind of things. They just mess with Na'Vi a bit and force them to do stuff to their advantage. And now they can just kind of stall out a bit and then move on forward. Without a gem, I mean, they're really going to be in the dark at this point. When we look over the vision now, Na'Vi don't have much of it. Just a little bit of breathing room at this top lane where a tier 2 still stands. But outside of that, things are going to continue to get a bit more grim. Phobos, man, he's still king of net worth. What a showing from him on this Broodmother. That is the definition of a Broodmother game if I ever saw one. Just took over the whole bottom part, got that early creep in of a tier 2 tower, and is now just a serious problem here. And with that, Virtus.Pro, looks like they're going to get an easy tier 2 tower. Navi's still pushing in. They want to get their second tower of the game, and they will get it in the top tier 1. And just simply farm what they can on these cores until it's absolutely necessary to come back and defend, which will probably be in the next minute, if not now.
VP, yeah, just beeline down towards the bottom because they know they did a lot of damage. Jack goes out with nothing latches.
Tornado EMP, only connecting on the art style. EP will be off the mark. Virtus.Pro will step back and reposition, waiting for the next creep wave here, and then probably give it another college try. I mean, Silence still is sporting this Aegis here, but it looks like he's going to step off and finish out a BKB. You know, it's essential. He has the reliable Yasha for now, but it looks like if they can farm it fast, they might be able to still have the Aegis and utilize that.
Yeah, I think at the very least, he definitely wants to finish BKB. Aegis will probably expire. I mean, got like another 30-40 seconds left, and even then, with the BKB, they can still probably push. I think right now for him, BKB probably gives him more, I don't want to say more life. It's probably just better for him than 2 lives. BKB would probably give him 3 or 4 lives or something.
Oh yeah, it's pretty heavy magic damage kind of a lineup coming out from Na'Vi too, so we'll put him in a great position here. Na'Vi, with what little room they got, they're gonna try their best to hold it here. Early sentries even coming out for Sonico as they migrate as a team here. Pretty much the whole team with the exception of their Darkseer up to this top lane. They're on the prowl. They're looking to put that Ditya Shadowblade back to use once more. But what they don't know on the other side is going to be FNG, and even G here, Ghost Walked. He could, oh, they're going to get it down. He could do a Longbow Tornado here and get a big catch at that choke point, but he's holding it. He's waiting to get the connection for now. They step back, they'll see Sonico, they'll take him down. Axmo's like, guys, I got the wall vacuum, it's a pretty good one. FNG could be in trouble here. He gets the Grave helping Lil. And Virtus.Pro looking to step their way out from this. Now, all the meanwhile, by the way, Broodmother's going into the base, so that's a big problem. But Na'Vi continue to fight up at the top lane. They've already lost 2. And Denny's like, we got to get the hell back. Him and Axmo looking to step out. Can they cancel at least 1 TP? Yeah, oh my god. If he didn't stop an auto attack and instant tornado, it would have been a cancel on the Ditya, and that would have been death for him, but it's okay. Phobos steps in. He does some work. The tier 3 goes down. He forces the rest of Na'Vi back, and it's another solid trade there for Virtus.Pro.
In from the side there. providing him with some aerial assistance in case Phobos does need it. I actually feel like if Navi went on Phobos there, he would have BKB'd and probably turned on them, and if Silent came in time, they would have wiped them too. So Navi should be glad. They don't realize this, but they're probably very glad that they didn't get a bad engagement going on.
Yeah, things definitely could have been a lot worse for Navi. But G is now a man on a mission here with that gem. He is just tracking out any additional vision. He will now see the sentry on the low ground and does not want to press himself too close. Oh, swing and a miss on that tornado. Maybe was anticipating Ditya to step back, and he will guess wrong on that one, but still just kind of continuing to show Navi that they are in the neighborhood, like sharks in the water pretty much, surrounding their base, and Navi just kind of need to second guess where their commitments are going to have to go, and do not want to overstretch their boundaries here.
In the meantime, I think he does recognize a nice ward that was just placed, I believe, by FNG. As a tier 2 top there, and yeah, they're going to be able to push tower mostly for free. And if they get it, oh, the Navi smoke that just got rebuilt.
Oh no, they went to make a move in here for FNG. They're going to run into the tornado, and now they're going to get a big fiend script off FNG. Almost going down, but the Grave is going to keep him alive. They're able to take down Soniko. They take down Ditya. Archstyle to be next here. Looks like he's dropped 3 down from the side of Navi. There is a buyback available for Ditya. It's going to be an expensive one, but Virtus.Pro know what needs to be done at this point. They want to close the series out 2-0 and secure their spot to that land final, and it looks like they're going to be able to here. They start heading their way towards the bottom lane where the Rax is already exposed, and they begin going to work. There's that buyback from Ditya here. Axmo, he's got to land one hell of a vacuum wall. Then he's got to get one hell of a couple of raises. Doesn't have Requiem. Oh no. Then he loses his mana, gets cold snapped up, and he actually has to go heal up now. Oh, not that shackle. Not happening. Oh man, not looking good for Navi.
No, not
great
so much.
Virtus.Pro.
That just gonna go back top and finish where he left off. Take care of that tier 2. I imagine VP are very wary of the road spawn timer, which is about to begin. If that happens, I think they'll take it slow for a bit. There's even a nice double damage waiting for them at top, and once they secure that, probably head themselves into the pit or in that general vicinity where they grab the Aegis base and
No, for sure. It's just going to be a rinse and repeat what we saw before. They just have Phobos kind of mess with Navi a bit in those side lanes and then take that opportunity to move in and take the Roche for themselves. So we'll see. They have all the time in the world as they wait back, but you know, better to play safe than sorry. You risk throwing this game away, then next thing you know, you're stuck in a game 3. Navi pull out some crazy pocket strat, and now you are stuck working through the last chance bracket. But huge advantage still holds for Virtus.Pro, 15k or so plus. At that same moment, G gets a solo pick off here onto Ditya. So Nico was looking to come in and help out, but he finds himself now in trouble. Dishes out what he can, but it's not going to be nearly enough. And that may be it. I mean, Ditya is now out. No buyback. He had to, you know, spend it before. So this is 2 members of Navi now out.
I want to put it on his build though. Hold on. DK Phobos gets a nice and easy kill on Archstyle. Simple orchid into right clicks. And yeah, this Invoker's got a Desolator. Very puppy build. It's working this game, yes. I mean, I feel like anything he bought after the orchid. I guess the Desolator helps him get Roche as well and right click buildings down faster.
Yeah. Can't help but feel like a little bit maybe a bit of a confidence grab. But yeah, we're pretty far ahead. I can grab a Deso. And now he has an Aegis to go with it. And this could be it. The final defense for Navi here. They'll have all 5. All cooldowns will be ready to go here without some sort of big hold. They will find themselves quickly in the last chance bracket. We'll see if they're going to be able to hold or not. I mean, what would be the sieging game plan here for Virtus.Pro? They don't need to really commit as 5. Is it spread everyone up? Have G kind of creep in from one side, have DK Phobos work on the other? It's probably the most efficient way for them to close it out.
Go and split, but it looks like Dendy's going to get caught out here, so...
Yeah, Dendy making his own opportunities here for Virtus.Pro. He just steps in, gets poked down a bit. Fiendscript's going to hold him through the BKB. He's going to be able to get off the Requiem now, which does force down the Aegis from G. He turns back, he's going to go on Phobos. Phobos is going to be going down. He is out. silent though. Charges in. BKB is going to be able to get some kills here. That Black Cannon goes to work, and he's got a triple just like that. Buyback's going to be forced out now from your Undying, and well, the Rax start to go down here in the bottom lane. Dendi back for more, but not back to be able to stop them from taking Rax. Virtus.Pro now make their move towards the mid lane. This may be the beginning of the end. Na'Vi need to make another move. They're advancing on 4. No more wall, but a vacuum. Vacuum pulls them in. Dendi looking to step in, maybe get up a raise. It's not happening here. He gets thrown up into a bit of a tizzy. And now they run with a cold snap, with an Urn, with a rocket barrage. He is out. Buyback is available. Will he use it? Man, he better. I think they may know that this one is going to be over.
It's like with the second Rax is falling, they just don't have the tools. Windrunner is going to spawn, and maybe they think Dendi will buy back and hopefully last pitch up. We'll see.
Virtus.Pro step back as they see the TPs coming in, and doesn't look like they're going to get a catch. Laguna on the G, but again, he will shrug that one off. It's still only that level 1 Laguna, even though she is level 11. I'm not too sure what that's about, but it's not going to be enough to do a lot of damage against Virtus.Pro here, so they're going to be back on defensive duty here, but that is 2 sets of Rax down. Virtus.Pro now 1 Rax away from Megas and assuring their spot at the LAN.
Of course, a 20k gold lead and a 20 EXP lead, plus go on top of those Raxes. Yeah, with the Laguna being level 1, of course, probably a misclick or they die in the area of the fight to skill something immediately. But respawns now, still has the 1k gold because he didn't buy back. They didn't for the last ditch effort. Really thought they would. They just want to hold out for the time being, and maybe it's experience. I don't know. Pretty much dead. No outs game. He's walking out now, and I think he's actually gonna just die.
I mean, they smoke out mid while Dendi goes top in hopes that maybe they could draw attention towards him, and while in passing, they are going to catch up with G. Dendi starts getting fought here from Buffalo to spot the BKB, runs in, recklessly him out, but it's not very effective. Na'Vi lose 2, make it 3 with Ditya now dropping in. Well, before they can get an essential team wipe here, which they are about to grab right there and now, it's going to be game. Na'Vi go down 0-2. Virtus.Pro, big series for them. They look damn good, and they have just secured themselves that 2nd place finish and a spot to go to the LAN final in Belarus.
Yeah, the LAN final in Belarus, and